So, you probably noticed this a while ago in other posts or just older videos. The layout has seen an update, or an upgrade, as I'd like to say. If there's one thing I enjoy, it's seeing engines run in a place where it feels right, or has a certain vibe to it. Or, just overall kinda looks good. And I think I finally struck a good balance of simplicity, actual track space. Okay, maybe not track space. It's a single loop and some sidings, but moving on. One that has potential, I think, to be one of the better projects I've ever taken on. And thankfully, it just so happens we've made it pretty far into this said project. So, with all of that being said, ladies and gentlemen, let's take a trip to Tidmouth Sheds. So, kinda like other layouts I've made in the past have been, this is sitting on a project door that's hollowed out in the middle, and sits at a size of 36 by 80 inches. Now, the radius itself is very small, kinda tight sadly, being one of the tightest available from Kato HO. But truth be told, despite that, does work decently well. Even my larger engines can operate pretty well and safely on it. But with that being said, I can't say I'm a huge fan of how close the track rides to the side of the table. Now, yes, altogether this is kinda normal and can be avoided with good operations, but I do have cats. And this will be fixed with a wood siding that's currently under development and waiting for a good stain. Now, the layout itself, which again is a singular loop that leads off into the focus of the entire thing, Tidmouth Sheds, and the yard space that comes with it. Now, a long time ago, I had the original Tidmouth Sheds, which is why I have the classic turntable, as you can see here. And thankfully, so far, I've gotten a buffer placed at each track, but would like to replace these actual track stops with proper UK-styled buffers or sidings. And here we have some other larger or protruding sidings that will hold the larger engines or scenes, like this scrap area here. Now, speaking of scenes, there are quite a few I've added around the layout as a whole. And the first is here, Topham standing on a barrel in front of a black car. One that is lighted, and I kinda imagine it's him addressing the engines or whoever's there. The sheds themselves right behind Topham are also currently lighted, and will probably be detailed more later. Truth be told, the moment I got it, I just couldn't wait to fit it to the actual layout. Now, right next to that, Harold, but not just any Harold. As you can see here, he's being loaded with parcels. Maybe about to compete for the mail train with Percy. But again, this is no ordinary Bachmann Harold. He can operate. Now, believe it or not, it's a Lego motor powered by batteries and a hollowed tube that runs from such to the propellers to make up this entire build. Very simple, but it's something that I really enjoy still, so there it is. Now, behind the sheds, we have some beekeepers, but yeah, sadly there's not too much to this part as of now. But it is fun, at least, if you ask me. James really hates this area. Then coming back across this straight strip, we come to the lighted or flashing tower and another lighted truck. At what I think will become the industrial corner or something kind of similar to that. Then moving right in front of that, Terrence. And this guy does like to move around. This isn't a fixed spot for him necessarily. But hey, at least he has a figure. An actual driver. You're welcome, Bachmann. But on the chance I don't fit him into a field, I still plan to make a scene with him. Maybe moving ballast or doing something at Tidmouth Sheds, kind of like Harold is. And yeah, ladies and gentlemen, that's the layout as of now. Now, besides the scenes you just saw, there are some very small details like signs or animals, little people. Those I don't really count as scenes. It's more just a detail that you'll hopefully see while running or if I ever take this to train shows. And also, like any other layout, there's also still much more to do. I still want to add plenty of other scenes, kind of double down on what's going on here. Maybe even do the static grass a little bit more and make a proper field, like I said, for Terrence or Trevor, if I ever get one of those. Wink, wink. I'm definitely planning more small detail, like scrap or things like that to litter the yard, but also, again, larger scenes, like, who knows, maybe on one of those larger siding parts, we put a scrap engine. It's not very Tidmouth Sheds, but we do have Ari and Bert now, so it does, it kind of works out. I think I'm talking a bit too much. Ladies and gentlemen, let's just go run it's time to see the trains run. Let's go ahead. Thank you for watching. I don't know how to do outros, so whatever. Yeah, subscribe.
Either subscribe, donate, or get the fuck out.